The vast growth of the railways was a large part of the United States' significant growth and significant prosperity. That means there is money being made hand over fist. It's a time of economic growth for the country. Well, for some people at least. However, the staggering amount of steel needed to build rails and trains cannot be ignored. How is this possible to begin with? Around 3,000 tons of steel are needed to build a mile of track. The iron-made transcontinental railroad that was able to connect an existing rail line to the West Coast is 1,912 miles. Now, even though the Transcontinental Railroad was quite expensive to build with iron is not as good as steel, as it can't handle the weight of rail cars and locomotives that steel can. Steel was even harder to produce and expensive to make at the time. Soon, steel rails had to replace all the iron on the Transcontinental Railroad. The United States really needed to expand its footprint with train lines. Good fortune smiled on American business though, because in Europe, around 1855, a man by the name of Henry Bessemer was able to create a process that not only made steel in large quantities, but made the steel stronger and significantly cheaper. A ton of steel cost $80 to $95 to make at the time. Thanks to the Bessemer process, it eventually went down to $9 to $11. If you really want to know how this happens, how the Bessemer process works, feel free to find the video explaining the process. The fact is though, that it happened. American businessmen found out about this process and brought it to the United States. Now with the process being embraced by companies in the United States, the Bessemer process made steel readily available, and now railways were exploding in growth. Areas that were once hard to reach were now connected to the country through rails, including here in my area of Midland and Odessa, Texas, with the Texas and Pacific Railway. The Bessemer process also made a man well known in American history very rich. His name is Andrew Carnegie. We will discuss about him in another video.